Welcome to our brief eating presentation. So once again, similar themes to what we had with our exercise and mindset. This is going to introduce you to some simple concepts and the benefits of healthy eating. So it's important to remember that eating is something we have to think about all the time. Right? In contrast to exercise, if you plan to exercise 6 o'clock in the morning, you get up, you do it, it's done. You can forget about it till the next time you need to plan for your exercise. Whereas we can't live without eating. Eating is something you have to do all the time, and we'll have a meal, we'll fill up again, but it's only going to be a matter of time, and not too much time before we get hungry again. We have to think about what we stick in our mouth again. So quite simply, it can't be ignored. We need to address this in order to have a healthy body. And there's a lot of merit in the saying, we are what we eat. If you put rubbish foods into your body, you're going to limit the nutritional value of it, and your body's not going to have the building blocks it needs to continue to function. It's like building a house, and the foundation is laid, the ground's prepared, the concrete's laid, the plumbing's put into the slab, and then all the roofing materials arrive. So we've got the tiles, we've got the wood, but there's no bricks. And that stuff's just going to sit there and wait until the bricks can go up to support the roof. We need to have all the elements that our body needs in order to function properly to create everything. We need a strong foundation, we need the walls to support the roof, and we need the roof to protect everything that's inside of it. So the benefits of eating healthy. It again can control our weight. This is the other side of the equation, where the calories we put into our body, if we put too many in, then we're going to gain weight. If we don't put enough in, equally, it's going to make it difficult to lose weight, because our body needs to function at a basic level first before it can add calories to other activities. It manages our energy levels. So again, if you don't eat enough, you're going to get tired and sleepy and a bit cranky in the afternoons. So there's a solid link between this. Also, certain vitamins are linked in with our energy systems. So, for example, our B group vitamins. If you're lacking B group vitamins, there's a good chance you're going to be sleeping too much and a bit lethargic and wake up tired. It controls our hormones. So while our body has a big point in regulating our hormones, that is stimulated by food. If we have lots of high sugar foods, then it's going to mess up our insulin control. Now, when insulin's in high levels in the body, it has a knock-on effect to other hormones, which can have a big effect on how our body functions. Hormones are the signaling system for our body to know what it needs to do. And if we don't look after these properly, our body gets confused on what it's supposed to be doing. It starts doing things that it's not supposed to. It's great for general health. Right? So again, just quite simply, if you're lacking in any particular vitamins and minerals, then our body can't do the things it needs to do. It's like building a house without any bricks to build the walls. Helps us with our mental focus. This helps with the energy levels. Also, fat is needed to insulate our neurotransmitters, which means our nervous system can run properly. Again, stress management plays a part here as well. When we get stressed, then our body is limited in how it can repair. It stays in activity mode and it doesn't go through the rest and digest and repair mode. So again, we need to eat to make sure we put the building blocks in to repair from stressful events in order to have a strong functioning body that will do what it needs to do every day, day in, day out. It aids recovery, especially from workouts and illness for that matter. So we challenge our body, we stress it in a good way. If we were to go to the gym and do a weights workout, we need to put the building blocks in to repair the body and create the new body which we're working to achieve. So in essence, by eating healthier, we can live longer again because we're going to be healthier. By eating healthy, we're going to live stronger because we're putting the building blocks in to repair our body when we exercise. We're going to live happier because we're getting enough sugar to fuel our brain, we're getting the right amounts of nutrients to make sure serotonin levels are in the right place, and our body just ticks over correctly, so we're awake, we're alert, and we enjoy life. Okay, we live healthier for all the reasons we've just mentioned before. We're going to limit our body's illness because we put the right building blocks in. We're going to limit the damages caused by free radicals and oxygen. Now, this is a weird thing. Our body needs oxygen to survive, but by using oxygen, it's a bit like the rust on the car. Rust comes from air and oxygen specifically reacting with the metal and creating an oxide. Now, free radicals do the same within our body. The great thing about our body is it's self-repairing. Equally, we have a protective mechanism against these free radicals. So, if we eat healthier, we'll limit these free radicals, we limit the damage, so that our body can run smoothly. And again, we live cheaper. Now, I've spoken to a lot of people that say junk food is cheaper than buying fresh. There is some truth in this, but we've got to look at the overall picture. For what you buy from healthy foods, you can prepare more sustainable meals. They'll fill you up for longer, meaning you don't need to snack as much, and you'll be healthier later in life, which means you don't have to invest so much in the medical system. So I'm going to finish on this one big key point. If there's one starting point for any healthy diet, regardless of what you eat, go for fresh. If you just use this as your sole focus for eating fresh and non-fresh or processed as anything that comes in a plastic wrapper, a tin, or doesn't go off in a week. If you can keep it in your cupboard for more than a week, it's not fresh, it's preserved. Fresh is best. This will satisfy your body's need for nutrients. It will satisfy the basic building blocks, generally speaking, if you get a variety of fresh foods, and you will be healthier for it. We can fine-tune this to accelerate our results or to really make sure we're getting everything we need, because there are potential flaws in this. But eating fresh is the first step you can take to make the biggest difference in how you eat. So some homework if you'd like, a little task. Stock take your cupboard. Write down everything that's in it, and anything that you will need to throw out in a week if it's not eaten, highlight in green. And everything that will stay there for as long as you like it to, for more than a week, highlight in orange or red. Red for the stuff that will live forever, orange for the stuff that will last for a couple of months. Now this doesn't include your freezer, right? If the stuff in your freezer was on your bench, would it go off in a day or two? If the answer is yes, it gets a green one. And ideally you want a completely green list. But in today's day and age, that's not always realistic. So we want significantly more green than red. If you've got a lot of red, it's time to think about what you're eating. And ask yourself, how fresh are you really eating?